Hey y'all, welcome back to Inside Track Rules presented by Brooks Running. I'm your host, Demitra with FloTrack, and joining me today we have Danielle. Welcome. Welcome back.
Thank you for having me back.
I love it. 2 for 2. I like it. How you feeling? You've been shooting all the things on the track. What are the vibes like down there?
It's incredible. You know, I think that honestly, my whole life has been spent on a track at this point. And you would think that at a certain point, like, not that it would get old, but you would kind of get used to it.
Yeah.
You never get used to it. Being in that stadium, being surrounded by thousands and thousands of people cheering on these athletes, it's incredible.
I love it. Now I want to just dive right into, we're going to talk about all the finals that happened, all the track finals to be specific. I'm going to start with men's 400-meter hurdles because I feel like there was like a wave of emotion. Yeah. I mean, where do we start? I mean, from the very beginning, I think seeing Karsten, like I think he hit hurdle like 3, I think. Yeah, or 2 maybe. It was somewhere coming off of the curve, and I'm not sure how he hit. I don't know where you were in your photo position, but I'm not sure how he hit it. But I think that's when the race started. Like the race started pulling away from him.
Yeah, no, it started to unravel for him. I was at the head-on position, so I didn't see. I heard the crowd react to him hitting, but I didn't actually see him hit it. So I didn't know who had hit the hurdle. And then obviously I looked up at the screen and I realized that he was they were then pulling away from him. He's going backwards a little bit. And it's hard to see. I mean, he's such an incredible athlete. He's such a dominant personality in the event. So to not have him kind of up there, coming off the bend for the home straight as he normally is was a bit odd. But hopefully he's okay. I know that he came off with a grimace, though I think that was a bit more to do with his position in the race than perhaps hitting the hurdle. But he'll be back.
Yeah, no, he will be for sure. I mean, it's Karsten. Yeah. He still scares me before he gets in the blocks. Even like watching him like downstairs in the mix zone, like the grunting, the hitting, I'm like, he's insane. He's still a world record holder at the end of the day. But
yeah. Though what I will say is that there are certain athletes, and I always say that you're guaranteed a good photo, and Karsten is one of them. Yeah. And as a photographer, Karsten is a joy because you know one or two things. He's going to scream right into the camera, and he's going to hit that jump right before he gets in the blocks. So I love it.
I love it. We didn't talk about this. Side note, Sydney jumped before she got on blocks for the 400. I was like, this is new.
I know.
This is new.
I missed it.
New.
I was expecting, normally she does the arms up and then she stretches down.
Yeah.
And that's how you can tell how long I've been shooting these things because I know everyone's pre-vlog routine.
No, I love that.
No, but then I went, oh, that was.
Yeah. Anyway. I'm like, this is not your routine.
But it wasn't a routine race, so.
Yeah. Hello? All right, back to men's 400-meter hurdles. Let's go to first place. All right, Rye crosses the line. He wins. His coach is happy. Everybody's happy. Crown is on. Has the flag. And then a DQ pops up.
WhatsApp goes crazy.
The mix zone, like everybody's on their phones trying to figure out what's going on. We get the smallest bit of information that's like, yeah, it's under review.
Yeah. And
then when talking to Rye, he basically was like, yeah, he was sitting by Allison. And Allison goes like, yeah, there was a DQ. And Rye goes, who? He's like, you. He's like, oh my goodness. So it's reinstated. He's still the champion. But what was it like for you out there?
It was crazy. It went through sort of like the photo pit is like a ripple, and everyone was like, you could hear the whisper. Everyone was like, DQ, DQ, DQ. Who got DQ'd? And then we heard it was Rye. And I looked up and I saw him, and that was actually really sad. I saw him folding the flag. And he had taken the crown off and he was folding the flag up and handing it off to someone, obviously, and they were going to go and try and figure it out. And then it all got sorted out very quickly. He was back on the track, crown back on within, I think, a couple of minutes, in time for the women's race to finish. But that was, stress. That couple minutes of panic for hitting a hurdle as well.
Yeah, and I think I'm not an official, but from watching it over and over and over again, because I've seen people get DQ for like your foot goes slightly over your hurdle, but in his case, his hurdle just hit the other hurdle. It wasn't like his foot hit Nathaniel's hurdle or any of that, and then Nathaniel was still able to like go over and do just fine. And speaking of Nathaniel, broke a national record.
That was incredible.
He does it every time, so every time he's on the track.
And I will say that brief moment of DQ for me, I was heartbroken for Rye, but I said Nigeria medal.
was like this. It was like this. No, because I agree. Because I'm like, I think the heartbreaking thing for Rye would have been the fact that he was given the crown, given the like. It's all of these things.
No,
that were
and
given,
then to take it away.
Yeah.
If you're DQ'd in the moment as you cross the line, it's hard. But at least you don't have that rise of you're celebrating and then you come back.
If they tried to DQ me, Rye should have ran through that mix, hopped on that 30-minute bus that they have to take, and be like, y'all could catch the next one in an hour, and then change your flight home.
I've always said that, especially when people get DQ'd well after the fact. If you have them, I'm not giving it back.
Lose it.
Sorry.
Lose it.
Get another one.
Yeah. My bad. And then we talked about Nathaniel Ezekiel and then Samba getting third.
Yeah.
It was a fun race to watch.
No, that was beautiful. That was beautiful. And I think I've said it before. It's always really special when you have athletes who do not come from, call it, particularly strong medal countries. And when there's not, like we said, the US, the medals that you guys win at this point, the routine is down. It's locked in, and there's still that moment of celebration. There's that moment of joy. But like you guys, you knew what you came here to do.
Yeah.
Whereas with countries where it's a surprise or they're not sure, I mean, Samba climbed over the barriers, walked behind through the photo pit, up through the head-on position to get to his coach.
Oh, I love that.
And that was beautiful. It was very stressful for me because then it turned into a mob. But it was so gorgeous, and they were crying and they were holding on to each other. And that was, it was a stunning moment. It was a gorgeous race.
I love that.
Yeah.
All right, going into women's 400 meter hurdles, our queen was given her crown, Femke Bol. It was fun to watch. It's always fun to watch Femke race, but I think to see her execute that and then world lead time, like do all the things, it was fun to watch. And then for Jasmine Jones, she looked good. Like watching the race, I'm like, this is her.
She was on her way. She was coming.
Yeah.
She had 10 more meters.
And she trains with Rye. So like seeing them like hug and embrace after was cute too.
No, I got that photo too. That was cute. No, but I think, Femke is so special. And it was so interesting for me for this champs to see for the first time in a really long time Femke without Sid. And for so long, they've been tied essentially in these races, 1 and 2, 1 and 2, 1 and 2. And I think, in a way, we forget that Femke on her own is a generational athlete. It's just that we've been so blessed to have both of them at the same time that it looks like, oh, this is a normal thing. To have these two women who are consistently 51, 52, 51, 52, in Sid's case, 51, 50, maybe 49 after that 400, I don't know. But, to have these two athletes going head to head all the time, it was so lovely, I think, to see Femke have that kind of solo recognition and to see her coming down, 10 meters, at one point ahead of the rest of the field.
Yeah, no, it was nice because I think in Budapest was when Sydney, I forgot what the reason was. I think it was injury. Sydney ended up pulling out. So I think it's nice to see Femke get this win and not be like, well, if Sydney wasn't injured, but now it's like, no, Femke's just good, and that's fine. Yeah, and then the thing I love about Femke, the girl races.
Yeah, she does.
Like she runs a lot, and I think for her to run a lot, for it to still come together in September, because I think early on, she's a Diamond League circuit girly. Early on, people might be like, oh, she's running too fast too early, but it's like, no, she's progressively getting faster, and then she still was able to take all the things from all those other races and put out almost perfect race.
Yeah, she's been racing since April. We've been hanging out since April.
Yeah.
I interviewed her in Doha, I want to say, and she was out, she was ready, she was racing. She has a really interesting strategy for the way that she opens her seasons with flat fours versus hurdle races. And like you said, to see her stitch it all together all the way down to what is now the end of September, basically, is incredible.
Yeah. And then they're ready for that 4x4. I love asking how people are going to celebrate to see what their answer is. And she was like, girl, we got a 4x4 to do. It wasn't as just wait and see like Botswana's was, because they were like, we've been cooking. But Femke was like, I'm ready to get out here and run for my country. And that's what Femke's good for. Like she will hold a baton.
Oh yeah.
Every single time. Prelims, finals, you name it, we'll see her.
No, but I mean the Netherlands as well with relays. They do those so well. There are certain countries that just the baton, is I'm not going to say always, but there's a very strong chance that it is going all the way around in the best way possible.
Yeah, 100%. Don't jinx it, Danielle. We've seen some crazy things happen to 4x4s. All right, and then I want to go ahead to the sprint side of things. So I was a Noah Lyles 3P is still alive person. obviously that my chances changed after the 100. But at this podium, I was excited for it. I mean, the way that Kenny was coming on Noah was scary. Like, I watched that race in person, and it was scary. But Noah won. He won again. He does what he does best. He's a 200, like, beast. Yeah, what was going through your head?
You know, so many people, and I think it's probably the race that I had, like, the most people be like, what's your take? Like, who do you think? What do you think? And I feel very confident in saying that I said Noah the whole time.
Samesies.
The whole time. There's, like, he's beyond incredible athlete. I don't think we need to say that. But there's something about Noah and that 200. And you can, when it's someone's favorite event, that event is his baby.
Yeah.
And, you know, he is incredible at the 100. He runs, he wins. But the 200, there's almost something spiritual about it for him. It's where his craziest opening comes in. I don't know if you saw what he was doing with the camera.
Did I?
Did you see?
No, what was he doing?
Look, I don't watch anime, so I don't know what show it was from, but there was this big old sequence that he pulled out.
Like, before the final?
Yeah.
Oh, I must have been still downstairs doing interviews. No. I, like, barely made that race.
No. It was...
Wait, what did he reenact it? I'm kidding. Just explain.
Are you? No.
I'll go look it up. I'm sure NBC Peacock, somebody has it.
I don't even think there was like a full squad. I can't bend like that anymore.
Oh wait, I saw somebody put the picture side by side, or on top and bottom. I saw that part. I didn't see the video. I saw the photo.
Yeah, no. There was he had his fist on
the ground. It was
like
a full squat.
Exactly. Okay. He came up. There was the big. I thought he was gonna rip his jersey before the race. Never mind after.
Could you imagine?
You know what? Noah running with the bib flying in the wind.
We don't need bibs anywhere.
No, but honestly, I had no doubt. I knew he was a little behind coming off the curve. There was a split second where I was like, oh, I wonder how he's going to... Wasn't that like if he's going to... I was like, I wonder how he's going to pull this off. And then he pulled it off.
Yeah, I think... I mean, we've seen his box starts in the 100. But I think in this case, 200, the moment that he's like, not in the mix, but like even relatively close, I'm like, I know that his turnover is faster than your turnover speed. We're done for.
No.
Yeah.
It was a wrap.
It was a wrap. All right, women's 200. How can we not start with Miss Melissa Jefferson-Wooden? The margin by which she won at a world championship. My jaw was on the floor.
Yeah.
I'm not shocked that she did it, but like to win by that much.
Clear air.
Yeah. What? Like, no, she didn't have to lean. She could have slowed down. Now her three-peat is still alive. Yeah.
Then it's possible.
I think it's very possible. Yeah.
Which is crazy. Absolutely crazy. But I mean, and someone else as well who has put together an incredible season. It's not that, you know, she's shown up and it's champs and she's doing well. She is undefeated.
Yeah, I think she got third one time Grand Slam Miami. Yeah. If you want to count that. Yeah. I was like, it was like one single time.
She's undefeated.
She is undefeated though on the 100 side for sure. In the 200, one little error, but I think that the way she's developed this entire year, like she got married, and then she's been on the scene running, and I think it went from people saying, "Oh, she's running too fast, too early. Oh, she's doing this, she's doing that." A lot of comments, whether it's about her training group, like all these things, but it's like, the clock doesn't lie. Yeah. And she's doing it time and time again. Yeah. And I like the respect that I feel like everybody's now like, oh, like we know Melissa, like slowly becoming a household name. Next stop is 2028 to really like seal the deal. But it's been so fun watching her this season. I'm glad that she was able to honestly execute and keep running fast because I think everybody was rooting for Melissa. Like I haven't ran into a Melissa hater yet, but everybody was like, the season that she's had, like we want her to win because we know that she can win and it's hers to win, and that's what she did. No, I mean, and I think that's also a bit rare, to be honest. It's you know, track is built on rivalries, track is built on a back and forth, and there's a fun to that, but I think there's also something very special when you see an athlete that everybody recognizes is having a spectacular year and you just want it to keep going and you want it to keep going. You want them to get that medal and stand on that podium. I love it. Now going to second place, your very own Miss Amy Hunt came away with the silver place medal. Yeah, it was fun to see too because I sat behind her mom and her support crew during the 100. She was in the hot seat, and then she ultimately got kicked out from that qualification. But to come back 200 with a medal, insane. Yeah. How are you feeling?
Oh, I'm so proud of her.
Yeah.
I also just got very British there in a second. I'm so proud of Amy. That was, I mean, to talk about someone else who's having an incredible season. She hadn't PB'd in the 200 in 6 years, I want to say.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so at London Diamond League, she finally PB'd in the 200 by a pretty decent margin, actually, I believe. 0.2, I want to say. Don't quote me on that.
Okay.
And then just continued to improve, and she PB'd again to get this medal. And something that's really beautiful is actually one of the photographers, Julie, is a good friend of hers, and Julie was in London when she PB'd, and she ran right to her in the middle of that photo pit. And Julie is here again in Tokyo, and she ran right to her again. So that was just such a gorgeous moment. But what I love about Amy is the joy on her face and the expression and the emotive nature of how she jumped like 3 feet in the air when she saw her name on that board. And it was just, it's so beautiful to see someone who has been in the sport for a really long time, but still finds that joy and that love. And you can still see, you know, I believe it's her first like major global medal. And to come away with the silver with that field is
insane.
Hats off.
No, I'm excited to watch her race, especially, she said, basically, she's like, give me 2 years, which is 2028. She was like, it's going to be crazy. Yeah. She also lives in Italy and trains in Italy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah, she said she has the most beautiful apartment. Like, I'm like, I didn't know that.
Not Amy winning at life.
And she's writing a book. But when asked where she is in the book, she said very early stages. Okay. So probably
maybe
chapter
28.
1. Yeah, maybe 28. Yeah. And then going back to third place, Sharika Jackson.
Oh.
It's nice to see her back on the world stage. And I think at first, I think like I was around like the Jamaicans and everybody's happy and stuff too. But people were like, she didn't look like herself a little bit, but she was happy. Like she came in that mix zone. She smiled across the line. She was happy. And I think it's because after battling all the things, like to come back out and run at this caliber and be around these people again, like she seems to be very grateful.
No, absolutely. I mean, she did look, you know, she did look quite happy towards the end of the race. I think she went off and she saw her team and she had that moment with them, and then she came back for photos after, and we got a big old smile and a big old jump from her.
Yeah.
It was her 11th medal on the world stage, I want to say, which is 11 medals. Where do you put them? And that's just at Worlds.
Yeah.
What do you...
On the bright side, she did say in an interview that she said she's going to keep running until she's 50. Like she's going to just keep going until she can.
So just run until the wheels come off?
Literally. And I was like, that's really good for me to hear. So now I don't have to be sad. I don't have to prepare a retirement post. I can just watch. Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. All right. Now we have some 4x1s coming up. Heats start today. And mind you, we haven't even seen the heats to make full predictions on what might happen after these heats. But based off of these 200s and the 100s that we've seen, Danielle, I'm going to start with you. And I would love an explanation behind it. Men's and women's, who do you have winning? That's a loaded question. A lot can change.
So here's my thing. And I don't think it's an uncommon opinion. If the US can get the baton around, I think there's a really strong chance that you guys take both titles. If it goes well. That's a really big if.
Yeah.
That's a huge if. In the event that it doesn't go well, after Amy, the way that the UK runs a 4x1, I can't not put my girls on top of the podium.
Oh, for sure. And I feel like throw Dina in there, like she has the experience too. Yeah.
No, absolutely. I have to give them that. And on the men's side, like I said, if they get the baton to Noah, I don't think nobody's catching him, nobody's running him down.
Yeah.
But in the event that they don't, I think Jamaica has it.
I think it's going to be close. And I think I'll start with men's. Actually, I'll start with women's because I know my answer. Women's, I have USA. I wouldn't be surprised I would be surprised. If US, as long as they have clean handoffs, I think we'll be good. I know we used to talk about like, oh, all 4 could be from the same training camp. I don't think it will be. I don't think they're going to do all 4. They might do like Kayla, Titi, Sha'Carri, and Melissa. But I think they might throw like a Mackenzie in there or a Brittany Brown. And it makes perfect sense. But I'm hopeful for them. I think I would love to see Melissa get that 3P, and I think that's where a lot of my hope comes from. And to your point, if they get that baton to Melissa, we're good.
Yeah, no, I would agree with you on that.
Yeah, it's 4x1 scare me, but the women don't scare me as much as the men. I don't know what the men's 4x1 is about to look like. I would like the U.S. to come away with the win, but Jamaica very much be in there. I think it's going to be a matter of who, because because you have the fast people doesn't mean that you have the fastest relay.
Exactly.
It's about how fast that baton can make it through the exchange zone and also stay within the exchange zone and not get DQ'd. So I think it's anybody's game, but if I had to make a pick, I'm naturally going to go with USA, but I will always say that Jamaica, I'll be over here, I'll be right there down there cheering. Like there's two sides. So U.S. women, I would be a little sad, but men, I got a foot on each train.
Either way, I think. Yeah. I mean, that's the interesting thing. Like the women's race, it's very clear that if the baton goes round, it will be USA. There's nobody that can keep up with them at this point. Men's, even if it does go all the way around,
I don't know.
I saw how Oblique looked at the end of that.
They have LeBleak, they have Brian, like
we
have Noah, we have Kenny. Like it's like I don't know.
I know, but I mean Oblique's closing speed is and if we don't have to worry about a block start with him.
Same for Noah. His blocks are questionable. Not questionable, let me be clear. It works for him. It works for him. True. But like it's kind of like Usain Bolt's blocks. It works for him. Like, let me be clear. Not questionable is not a good word. It just needs to be efficient for you.
Exactly.
Yes. And it's efficient for him.
If it ain't broke,
don't fix it. All right. All right. And then going into today, are you shooting this evening?
I am.
All right. What are you most excited to shoot today? It could be field. It could be running.
Ooh, today I think it's probably going to be relays. Also the heptathlon, actually. Really, really excited.
Because day one was yesterday.
Yeah. They closed out. Anna is looking right down the barrel of 7,000. And I'm really excited to be there for that moment. If she gets it, if she can put it together. And I think she will. Yeah. She looks good.
No, she looks great.
She looks really good. She PB'd in shot put. She was comfortable in high jump. That 200. So who knows?
I love it. I love looking down the barrel of 7,000. I'm going to write that down to my...
I'll text it to you.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. Well, thank you so much for joining.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, this is both of our final shows here.
Oh.
Yeah, tomorrow we're switching out both of us.
I know. It's been a joy.
It's been a joy. Yeah. Well, thank you so much for joining us right back here at the Brooks Hyperion House. This is Inside Track Worlds. I'm with FloTrack, Demitra Carter. This is Danielle, and we will see y'all probably on the meetup in a couple weeks. Thank y'all for joining. We'll see y'all also on Instagram. Catch all the interviews on YouTube, all the things. Bye, y'all.